Okay guys, I've sold most of the games that I had that were worth bothering with. This is Golfing Greats by Konami, I think. It's absolute dog shit. Anyway, I've got it running. Don't have the attract sound on at the moment, but it's currently set to take 20 pence pieces using a coin mech that I got off Cools quite some time ago. Finally worked out how to fit it recently. In it goes. Press start button. Obviously it's not got a bucket at the moment, so that just drops into the bottom there. You can obviously get a bucket of some description or a container, it's up to you. You can see it's running. Let's go ahead and start the machine, the game up. Pure shit, this game. Let's ignore all this.
Your brain, right, then. Okay, let's take them.
So as you can see, sound works well. Screen's pretty good. I only set this up very quickly. It's not perfect. It probably needs a degauss in this top corner because there's a slight bit of discoloration. Rolling the screen up and down to fit the width of the screen. The furthest it goes down is here, and it leaves a short, small black line, which is not the end of the world. I believe that can be amended, but I just don't have the time or the energy, and obviously I've got a kid on the way. Width is fairly good overall. I've not set it up terribly well. You can see it's cutting off a little bit of the screen here. Colours pretty good. So I've taken various photographs of grids from some of the boards I've got kicking around, so you can have a look at those. Not sure what I'm doing, but you can hear that it's doing something. Anyway, I'll stop mumbling now. That's about the gist of it. As you can see, the marquee lights up quite nicely. You've got a little bit of damage to the side art at the top there. Got these holes which are drilled on either side. I'm not sure what they were for. Maybe to connect various machines together, who knows. The plastics of the machine overall are very good. Slightly yellowed. Side panel that's painted metal is quite good on that side. A couple of little nicks on the control panel. There's one there. Little scratch there. Little scratch there. Little scratch there. Little gouge there in the CPU overlay, and a little scratch there. You know, standard used arcade machine that's not been restored in any way. The screen itself has got a small scratch. I've tried to take a photograph of that. You can't really see it, to be honest. That's not the overglass, because this machine has an overglass. It's the actual monitor itself, but that can be polished out using Nova or whatever the hell it's called. Little mark on this side here. Again, the top of the side art ever so slightly coming away. But overall pretty good. Kind of dusty on the inside. It's got rails to fit a board. I have a board that's the right size, but it's too wide. I just don't have the energy all the time to go and get a new piece of MDF, to be honest. It would cost you about 10 quid, you can do it yourself. Got a fairly new power supply in it. Various controls that you would see as standard. Test switch. Runs directly off the UK mains. And you can see, running over to here, straight off the UK mains, I've got it plugged into an RCD, which you can have. It's got a back panel, which does have a fan in it to keep the machine cool. A little bit noisy sometimes, needs a little bit of dust. The back of the machine has the usual marks where it's been pushed against walls and stuff. And again, you can see the plastic's a little bit yellow in places. But overall, as a beginner machine, solid, well made, not as desirable as an Astro City or an Egret or whatever else, but you know, for the price, I would highly recommend this. The monitor is not the original monitor. The original monitor was dog shit. It had a really crappy chassis in it. This monitor is one of the Brunswick arcade bowling monitors, the ones you see hanging up above you in bowling arcades. Sorry, bowling alleys rather. that I got from Grant Spain at the Insert Coin Show a few years back. Very nice bright monitor, really good replacement. One thing to know is that inside the CP, which is wired for full 12 buttons by the way, as per standard for Capcom fighting games, and it has the CPS2 kick harness already installed. One thing to note about the monitor I'm saying is that the controls, the wire for it is not that long, so it only comes here, so you have to lift this over screen up to do that, but the lifting the over screen is really easy. It's got 2 hinges which just pop into place, and there you go, it's up. The monitor is fully framed at the back. It's got these 2 nice robust handles, so once you unbolt it, lifting it out is fairly straightforward. You don't need to worry about nicking the tube because it's got the frame at the back. One thing to note is that when I put this monitor in this frame, I put it in such a way that turning it to vertical, currently a lot of boards display upside down, so you either have to reverse use a switch on the boards, or you would probably be best to take the monitor out of the frame, turn the monitor 100% upside down like that, and then when you take the monitor out to put it vertical, it will display correctly. But that's a nice little project for someone else. Again, I've lost interest completely. Not a lot else to say really. It's got the original light in it, and the starter all seems to be working fine. A little bit dusty, but overall fairly clean. Good starter machine.